And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pits, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come, and when he cometh he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition.
While John was in exile on the island of Patmos, an angel showed him the future concerning the beast. The time period coincided with the pontificate of Paul VI. At that time, 5 out of the 7 papal names used after 1775 had fallen. The is period referred to the time of Paul VI. The papal name that followed was John Paul. Just as it was prophesied, the name John Paul continued for a short space. Out of the 7 papal names, John Paul was only used by 2 popes. Prior to the pontificate of Paul VI in 1963, the beast had died. In other words, he descended into the bottomless pit, which is the place of the dead, also referred to as death. The angel explained this by saying that the beast was, and is not. After Paul VI, the beast did in fact ascend out of the pit and was reborn as the man known as Joseph Aloysius Ratzinger. The angel gave clues as to who the beast was prior to Paul VI's pontificate in 1963. He was, of the 7, not to be confused with the 7 papal names. However, out of the 7 papal names, only 1 name had 7 actual popes. Only the pious head has 7 actual popes after 1775, one of which was the 8th. The man he later became was identified by counting his number, which is the beast. Was Pope. Is not Pope. Yet is Pope. For this reason, the world wonders about Emeritus. This article, written on September 25, 2014, unofficially announces that Emeritus has plans to return as acting pontiff.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords, and King of kings. And they that are with him are called, and chosen, and faithful. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Revelation 17:9 says that the woman sits on top of 7 mountains or hills. This is a double entendre, because she does in fact sit atop 7 literal hills, as well as 7 figurative hills. The woman has been known throughout history as being the city of these same 7 hills. The figurative hills are in fact the same 7 papal names or heads attributed to the beast. The woman is none other than Rome, the old city. She is clothed with scarlet and purple, which are the colors of the papacy. She is described as holding a golden cup. This cup represents her pride and joy, Vatican City. Vatican City is a landlocked sovereign city-state whose territory consists of a walled enclave within the city of Rome. At approximately 108.7 acres, it is the smallest independent nation in the world. Rome, the whore, will ultimately be destroyed by the 10 horns. The 10 horns are 10 kings, which represent 10 European states. This article dated June 20, 2012 confirms that the horns are being prepared in order to fulfill God's word.